Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of My Car Shop. Today I'm heading out on the road again to check out a car that a buddy of mine just bought. Hope you enjoy it.
Working out of a 100-year-old refurbished barn, bringing 35 years of experience to projects considered beyond repair. Vision, creativity, and problem solving are essential tools in this place. Watch as we transform junk into polished metal miracles. This is My Cars Shop.
All right, well, another road trip today. A buddy of mine, John, that lives the other side of town from me, just picked up a 66 Plymouth Belvedere and been seeing lots of pictures of the car, but I want to go check it out. And he's been gracious to let me do an episode on it today. So we have a couple things we're going to do today. We're going to go check out John's car. The condition on me doing the episode was he didn't want to be in the video. He's camera shy. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I appreciate him allowing me to do the episode. So we're going to see what kind of parts it needs and what kind of work it needs and give some recommendations and so forth and go from there. And then the second thing we're going to do after that on this episode is just kind of give you an update what's been going on in the shop itself. There's been a lot of activity, but nothing that really would be fitting for an episode. So hope you enjoy this one. John's 66 Plymouth Belvedere. He's going to make it into a GTX clone car, I believe. It's got a big block with it, 383. We'll show you that in a minute. It needs a quarter panel put on the driver's side, so he's got one here that came with the car. It's in beautiful shape. This car is just amazingly solid. Incredible, incredible car. He got a good deal when he got this thing. Got a 383 30 over that came with it. What did you say the heads were? They're the 942 heads, right? 452s. Okay, yeah. Nice motor. Needs to be obviously disassembled and checked and cleaned, but it's been sitting around for a long time. But fresh motor, not been run. And the head's down there wrapped up in the intake. Okay, this is the beast. He does have a good fender for the driver's side that's very fixable, and the rusty fender has the one patch he's going to need to repair the one spot that's bad on the fender, so that's great. A little bit of a puzzle here we were talking about, never seen before. It's got a dual water outlet, so if anybody watching knows what the heck why it has two, I mean this is obviously a Y, but I've never seen that, so down in the comment section, just if anybody knows what that is, say so. Floor's got a little bit of rust, but nothing to be worried about for sure. Did you notice it's got a little block of wood under the gas pedal? I'm pretty sure that's what that is, yeah, that's funny. Steering column is here, all the parts are here for it. It's got subframe connectors that came with it, keep from turning it into a pretzel. This car is incredible, just unbelievable. The car was originally silver, and that door panel over there is when I decoded the fender tag, that's the original interior color. So it was silver with that teal whatever color interior. Somebody covered it over with black vinyl at some point. The guy that owned it, you said owned a machine shop, right? Yeah. So he started on the car and never finished it. It's been parked since the 80s. You can tell the car never saw much winter. But he's got all the pieces to put it back together again. Just got to do a little metal sewing. The side of the car is just ridiculous. You're probably going to have to strip it because it's been painted and the original paint's under it. I don't think I'd trust this paint to paint over again. Right, exactly. As I said earlier, I promised Johnny wouldn't be in the video, so I'm stopping right here. I'm just dumbfounded. This car, the more I look at it, is just solid. I wouldn't know how to handle having something like this. I'm so used to fixing rust. Along with the steel hood, he's also got a fiberglass hood and a whole bunch of extra doors, but I think the ones that are on the car couldn't be any, these can't be any better than that. And trunk lid. You said you got 3 trunk lids?
3.
Yeah, 3 trunk lids and fiberglass fenders as well. So just the parts alone are going to go a long way to funding the project. Sold. Big old boat. 61, you said? Continental? It's a Continental, right? Look at the complexity of the mechanisms for the convertible top and the trunk lid. It's just ridiculous. I've worked on these before. Cables and relays and switches and screws and all kinds of stuff. Just crazy. The motor is a brick. It's got a, I can't remember what he said, 3 something. What size was the motor, John? 331, okay. It's got a big old 431 in it, not 331. I misheard him. It's seized up like a brick. Would be fun to play with it and see if it could be freed up, but it's sold and going to the East Coast. So, okay, so we've looked over the car, and obviously you've seen that I'm speechless at how nice that car is. That is going to be one solid, sweet ride when he gets it done. So I told him anything he needs, let me know. I'm happy to help him out. He's been good to help me out when I need a hand, and I always like to return those favors. So it'll be fun to work on for sure, definitely. Maybe we'll have the opportunity to get some in-process footage of doing some of the work on the car when he needs help. So he's been very gracious to let us do this footage today, and we appreciate that, of course. And so drop a kind word down in the comments if you would, if you've enjoyed this. And so we're on to part 2 of this now, where I'm heading back home, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what's been happening in the shop. Been doing a lot of changes in the shop, just getting things cleaned up and straightened up after months of just really hitting it hard out there. But there's a few interesting changes that the people on Facebook and on Instagram have been involved with or have been aware of, because I've been posting progress photos and so forth. But I didn't want to do a whole episode on that, quite frankly. So sharing that with you here just for a couple minutes at the end of this video before we wrap this up. Okay, so I wanted to share some of the changes here in the shop real quickly at the end of this episode. Right now I've only got the 47 in here. The 68 is sitting outside waiting for a bath. It's been out for a couple of days. I was kind of hoping it would get a little rain, but we haven't. So, but you'll notice the big change is that the Oakland is now sitting in a different position. As I've mentioned on the show before, just making room to get the Challenger in here, and that is going to be happening today. Still got a lot of things yet that I need to deal with here, but the Challenger will be sitting there where the 440 is, and that toolbox. Those two things are going to be moving, and the Challenger will be parallel here to the Oakland. I'll probably not get that done before this episode gets published, but just thought I'd let you see that somebody came into my shop and committed to neatness over the last while. And it's been good to have that done. Another thing that's happened here is got a new door put into the back part of the shop where the storage is, and it's also where the 74 Swinger is. And you can see Tom's engine stand is here. It won't fit through the door, so I've got to take that around in the truck and put it back in storage. But let's open that door up and let you see it back there. So as mentioned, the 74 Swinger is back there, and it's a bit of a mess back here yet. charger charging that up. And a lot of my construction materials are still here, but the extra cherry picker and a couple of 340s and a slant 6 and a 318 and other things are back here. And this area will be getting organized soon, and there will be shelves going up to put engines on at some point in the future. Well, one other thing that I had said in my last episode I had exciting that was coming to share you was shop related, but not necessarily related to anything that we're working on here. If you will notice, the My Car Shop hats are here. And I got a couple prototypes. I'm very happy with them, and we're going to be making those for sale very soon. They're going to be about 26 bucks. They're a little pricey, but getting custom hats made, unless you're getting thousands made, is a little bit expensive. So I know a couple of you said you want some hats, so let me know and we'll get them. I'm still working out how to get them ordered online and so forth, but we can figure all of that out. But if you want a hat, let me know. They are now available, so I'm pretty excited about that. And once again, just thanks for watching the show. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it if you would. Hit the subscribe button on the channel, and then over to the right of that, there will be a bell that you can click that will make sure you receive all the notifications so you know when the new episodes come out. Also, wanted to make sure that you know that we are on Instagram and on Facebook /MyCarShop. As I mentioned earlier in the episode, there's a lot of things that I put out there in photo form, like all the work I was doing here that I didn't feel was YouTube worthy. Those photos of different things that are happening are there, so if you want to join us there and see some other stuff that's going on, there's always something going on here in My Car Shop, but you know, I can't always get a video out on YouTube. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure that you create a great weekend for yourself. And one other thing, if you would, rock on.